Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score Crusaders 7, Bisons nothing. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, they start to creep up, start to push your receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Play action. Brown. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd down. Brown. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brown. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do,
yeah.
Man. You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
To the 49-yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Devin White, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now Brown on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Brown now looking to throw on 2nd down. flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Here's Brown to throw on third down. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Justin Rohrwasser for the extra.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
He's brought down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
36-yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
20-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he stopped immediately there.
Number 21.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brown to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
To throw on third down. Brown. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Crusaders.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. About 3 yards there to the 27.
He was tackled at
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Off the play fake. Brown. It's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Crusaders 28, Bisons nothing.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
Well, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throw here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Number 6.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bison 6.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line is... Got some smiles on his faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He was 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Rohrwasser made the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for our visitors, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.